Guys, AGGGH here for yet another deck showcase. This time it's going to be my plant bujinjis. You might be thinking, plants with bujinjis? It works in a sense, and it works. It does actually work surprisingly well. The main archetypes here being the bujinjis, sylvans, and naturias, with some pretty decent support with them too. To start off, this is literally just this. It's not actually structured as much as the other ones, so I'm going to fire off the bat, really. Uh, Starting off with one of the best cards in here, Sylvan Hermitry. Again, I'm going to excavate the top card of your deck, and it will do wonders for this deck. Because it's like, if it's a plant type, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, draw a card. Otherwise, put it at the bottom of your deck. If this card itself is excavated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and place them back in any order, which helps if you're going to excavate other cards in that same turn, or or at least in the next 2 turns, so that you can get, so you know specifically that there's plant types at the top, say for example. Then the next card, Bujinji Wolf, so that other Beast Warrior beasts and Wing Beasts cannot be destroyed by battle. If you give, I haven't actually got the card, and I've explained in my other episode that I haven't got a Heart of Clear Water. But if you give this Heart of Clear Water, that means if you have like other Bijinjis on the field, they ain't gonna be destroyed by battle. They are not gonna be destroyed by battle. Next, a Phantom Cricket, so you can, like, if there's a card that's face down, you can put it at the top of the opponent's deck, or of the owner's deck. It's a flip effect, so it'll activate even if it's just flip the face up by battle. Then the one Mystic Marcopa, just a plant type tuner. Can only be used for sync summon an earth type. And I can target an earth monster in the field and reduce its level by 1, which can be quite useful actually. And then a Coma Shroomer, another Sylvan. When it's flip face up, I can choose a number between 1 or 5 and then excavate that many cards. And if it's, and of course plant types into the graveyard, as is all Sylvan effects. And then if it is in itself excavated, I can target spell trap card on the field and destroy that target. Then a Spore, obviously in a plant type deck you've got to have a Spore because it's a plant type tuner. A Danipon for insects. A bunny. Yes, people, a bunny. Because it destroys things. You see, underneath those cute little button eyes is the face of a psychopath. Basically, the fact is, if it's special summon with head of a beast type monster, die 1 card in the field and destroy it. That's right, a bunny can destroy a red dragon. Yeah, bunny power. So don't. You see, this is what happened with Princess Kenny. Don't ever insult or do anything. Don't ever underestimate Kawaii. Don't never underestimate Kawaii. And a Pale Beast, just because it's a Beast 1/500. A Manita Bug, because it's just the most annoying card ever. A Brain Crusher. Now this is really funny. If it destroys a monster by battle, once per turn, you can special summon the destroyed monster during the end phase, onto your side of the field. Then a Sylvan Blessing. Now place 1 card from your hand on either top or the bottom of the deck. And if you do, special summon a Sylvan monster from your hand or graveyard. That Sylvan is unaffected by other card effects this turn. Plays on either top or bottom of the deck during the end phase, meaning you can use it for activation afterwards. Then a Gigaplant, obvious because you can use the effect to special summon insects and plants from your hand or graveyard, but it is a Gemini, so you've got to normal summon it first. Then Guardioak, again another. This one does 1 to 3. And then if it in itself is milled, target one of the plant type and place it on the top of your deck. Not great, actually, not great. But it is 2/400 attack. And then a 1/1 swing out cards like Spore, Naturia Marion. Marin? Because when it's normal summon, I can send a Naturia from my deck to the graveyard. And once per turn, you can target 2 Naturia monsters in your graveyard, shuffle both into the deck, and then draw a card. And then a Sylvan Blade Defender. When it destroys opponent's multiple battle, you can excavate the top card of your deck. And if it isn't self-excavated, you can add this to your hand. And then a wall of ivy, flip effect, summon a token to your opponent's side of the field, and which you can do it in attack, and it has no attack, no defense. The token, by the way. And when the token is destroyed, its owner takes a further 300 damage. And then a gladiator beast Arndal to work with the bujinjis, mainly because it's an attack beat stick. Then Baby Raccoon Pompoko, so I can get out like my level 2 and lowers. I'm looking for a Tantan actually, because that way then would make my power, my bunny power, more powerful. My bunny power. Then Bujin Carnation, to get out like my bujins and stuff, which also works with the bujinjis I found. Then a Peacekeeper, and then of course excavate the top card of your deck when it's normal special summoned, and if it's excavated, you can target level 4 lower in your graveyard and special summon it, which is very useful actually. And then we've got alpaca. I just noticed it's actually an alpaca. Really, it's actually an alpaca. It's an alpaca tree. Llama llama duck. When it's in attack, wing beast, insect, and plants cannot be destroyed by battle. When it's in defense, wing beast, insect, and plant monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects or targeted by. That's only monsters you control, by the way, so that's pretty good. A Chow Chow Chan, so that you can negate stuff. A Leodrix mate. This is so funny. This is just so funny because you use it on a Naturia, and that Naturia's attack becomes 3,000 until the end phase. However, its effect is negated, but it goes from being this tiny, tiny little plant or insect to just boom, hulking a great big beast. How? The power of Yu-Gi-Oh logic. And then we got a giant rat because all the monsters are Earth, well, bar a few of them. A Naturia mosquito. Well, while you control the Naturia, your opponent cannot select this card as an attack target. And your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken with battles involving a Naturia monster you control, except this card. That's pretty apt for a mosquito. That's right. Whilst this Naturia is battling, I'm going to suck your blood. Okay then. Next, another spore, super rare this time. Snapdragon. Because when it sends the graveyard, you can banish random card from your opponent's hand till the end phase. So yeah, and it's level 2. And then the Bujin, the only Bujin I have. That's right, Albuquerque. No, not Albuquerque. What's his name? Dinkelberg. There we go. That's right, Dinkelberg. I have something for once. But basically, it's just a Bujin. It's just the power of a Bujin. Bujinji Boar, then. Oh, by the way, Bujin Arasuda, by the way. And then Bujinji Boar, a Scary Moth. Each player can only special summon once per turn. Sort of good if you're trying to lock your opponent down. Another Komishroma. Bujinji Ibis. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, then target Bujin monster you control. If this turn if it attacks the defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage, which is pretty good. Another Danipon, another Pompoko, a Warg, so that when it's in defense position, other Bujin monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. If you combine that with something that starts from being destroyed by card effects, and you have the other Bujin on the Bujinji on the field with hard to clear water, that pretty much locks your opponent down completely. Then a Fragrant Storm. This works as well with the token as well, the Ivy token, because you destroy that and then draw one card, and then you can draw one card, and if it's a blind type, you'll draw another card, and if you destroy the Ivy token, your opponent takes 200 damage. So it's all good. Then the Bujin Fidel and the Bujinji card. A Lair Wire. This is really amazing, because all you have to do, go ahead with it, is banish one insect monster from your graveyard, and select one monster your opponent controls, and then destroy the selected monster. It's like, oh no! It's like, giant great big Hulk, in brute. Oh no, there's a spider! Ah, it's a spider web, oh, I'm gonna die. Stupid people. Sweet Core, just for the, tokens. So then you can, like, quickly get out stuff. And then Bujin Regalia. I've never really been able to use this much. Because I've never really had, Bujin monsters. I mean, I could probably use it, I suppose. I haven't really... I've never really drawn it much, though. Then a Bujinji Crane to get out, like, my Beast Warrior Bujin to help that out. Then another man-eater bug, always useful. I have 2 of it. Another mosquito. And now, the tree of beans. Once per turn, this card can destroy a battle. And when it's solid, does an attack target, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. That's right. The beans are running in. They're like runner beans, but more painful. It's like you try to attack them, they run away, and then they come back, hit you in the face, and run away again. That's probably what they do in the dual dimension. And then a Naturia rock, finally, so you can like do special summons in that when you can special summon it when your opponent activates a trap card, as long as of course you send the top card from your graveyard. And then look at this. Just look at this for like 20 seconds. Yes, people, look at my Barkian. Look at it. Look at my Barkian. Yeah, whenever a trap card is activated, you could banish 2 cards from your graveyard to negate the activation and then destroy it. Pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. And then a black ship of corn, because, you know, corn. You know, corn. Oh my word. And then finally, a Bujinte. Worst Bujinte for me to use, because I can't really use it that well. It's like, I have a Bujinte. And I'd use it to bring out as many Bujintes as I had, if I had more than one. But yeah, that was my Sylvan Naturia Bujinji deck. The Bujinjis are there really just for defense, if anything, and to help out with a few effects and beat sticks. But it's actually quite solid in its defensiveness, and it works pretty well. It's not that bad. But anyway, this is AGGGH signing off for the next step. Hope you liked. Even if you do like, please put the like button. Please click it. It makes such an amazing noise. Also, comment if you'd like, and if you really want to, you can subscribe, maybe, possibly. Please. Anyway, this is AGGGH signing off for another video. Goodbye.